My name is Sebastian CARAZO. I'm 22 years old. I'm a Puerto Rican driver driving for Calimas and car number 27. So I started racing when I was 4 years old in go-karts in Puerto Rico. Then I raced when from 4 to 7 years old, or almost 8 years old. And then the sport kind of died in Puerto Rico. Then I was trying to get back into racing. As soon as I was 15 years old enough to drive, almost old enough to drive, racing started to pick up again in Puerto Rico, and we found an old car in a junker, and we said, let's give it a try. It should be something fun to do. So I started driving on the track before I started driving on the street. I learned how to drive a stick shift that day on the way to the track with somebody there, and I had a lot of fun. I said, I just want to keep on doing this. I started doing club racing when I was 15. Started going up the ranks a little bit, little by little, and then beginning of 2018, I started driving in IMSA on the Porsche GT3 Cup Challenge, which is the series that was a couple of years back. The 2018, half a year in gold. 2019, the full season in gold, got the gold championship there. 2020, I did a platinum class. It was a pretty good year. I ended up 5th place, and now I'm in the Carrera Cup North America. So being in the Porsche Junior program for me, when I got the news, I was super excited. I just couldn't even imagine. I've been wanting to go move up the Porsche ladder since day one. I remember I was with my girlfriend at a restaurant. All of a sudden, I get an email with the letter, and I just almost started crying. I was super excited. I started sending my dad, my best friend, everybody I knew. Just started sending the letter out and say, look at this, just because I didn't know who to tell. And it's a great honor to be I believe I'm the first Porsche Junior driver from Puerto Rico. I'm not sure. I don't know if it's a fact, but if it were, I'd be super great to be taking the Puerto Rican flag and just representing it and making a name for the island in racing. For here at Sebring, right now everybody's in a learning curve. For everybody, first time in the car, everybody's knowing the car, the team's not knowing the car. We did have a test, did have some seat time, but soon we're trying to get everything dialed in. This first session out, it was pretty hot, not so much grip. Everybody was kind of struggling. But we're trying to. Everybody's doing their best. So I know it's going to be a really competitive year. But of course, everybody that comes to the track to win. So that's what I'm shooting for. And for this race, just go out, get the most points for the championship, drive safe, drive fast, not maybe risk a position and getting into an accident, but getting better points out of the race weekend. Looking forward for the entire season, and for the entire season is just to get that overall championship, definitely. So ultimate career goal, since day one I started driving and looking at Dick Tandy driving and looking at all these other factory drivers. It's just to become a factory driver, and any brand, especially Porsche, just all the history the brand has and all the importance of being a factory driver, all the development and all the hard work that goes into that. And it's something I've been doing since day one I started racing. I've lost, since I started racing, I've lost almost 125 pounds, and I've been working toward that goal of being skinnier and being that factory driver body type. So I've been working towards that and super focused from day one to become that. Huge thanks to Porsche, the entire Porsche family, helping me get that step closer up the Porsche pyramid. And just like everybody else, and just like everybody else, I hope everybody a safe season. Good racing, competitive racing, and just to help everybody push ourselves even further along.